guys, so another day of fractions, but after you're doing so well with multiplication that I don't think today will cause you any problems either. You're doing an amazing job, as long as you remember the key things I'm about to tell you. So today you're going to be multiplying a integer, a whole number, by a mixed number. Now you just need to do that in two parts. It's quite straightforward. So your first part, you do your whole number first. So you do 3 times 1, which equals 3. And then your second part, you do your fraction. So then you do your 3 times 1/5. And as you know from the work you've done the last 2 days, you only multiply your whole number, your integer, by your numerator. You do not touch your denominator. So that gives you 3/5. And then you put the two numbers together. So both of these then come together to make your answer. So your answer is 3 3/5. So we'll do another one. So your 3 steps I suppose, because you do your integers first, your whole numbers, then you do your fraction, your integer by your fraction, and then you put the two bits together. So we'll do our whole numbers again first. So we do 3 times 2 equals 6. Then we do our integer times our fraction. So we do 3 times 3/5. So we put our fifths at the bottom. We don't touch our denominator. Then we do 3 times 3 gives us 9. So that gives us 6 9/5. But to convert this away from being an improper fraction, we could say, okay, well there's a whole 5 in there plus 4 left over. So we have an extra whole, which means we add 1 to our 6 and we end up with 4/5. Okay, so this, don't forget, 9/5 is the same as 1 4/5. So all we've done is add our 6 wholes to our 1 4/5. So let's do a couple more. Let's quickly rub these out. And then you will be able to get on with today's work, hopefully with no problems, as long as you remember the work that we've done on improper fractions and mixed numbers, and you remember to do things in 2 steps. Don't try and hurry, okay? So we're going to do 4 times 2 6/11 first of all. So we do our 4 times 2 is 8. We do our 4 times 6/11, so we have something over 11. So 4 times 6 is 24. Then we need to think about, okay, so how many whole numbers do we get out of 24 over 11? So we can draw our bar models if we need to, or we can think about our 11 times table. So we have 11 and we have 22. So that is 2. So this part here equals 2 wholes with 23, 24, 2 11ths left over. So we now need to add that to our 8. So in total, we have 8 plus 2, which is 10, and 2 over 11. So let's go through what I've just done. We've multiplied our integers first of all, our whole numbers, which is 8. Then we've done 4 times our fraction, which we only times it by the numerator. We leave our denominator exactly as it is. So 4 times 6 is 24, and that is over 11. And then we look at this improper fraction and we think, how many wholes are in 24? If a whole is 11, so 1 whole is 11, 2 wholes is 22. We can't get another one, so we have 2 wholes in that 24, plus we have 2 extra bits, which is our fraction left here. And then we add our fraction part to our whole number again. So we have 8 plus 2 and 2 over 11 to equal 10 over 11. Okay, I'm going to do one more. I think I'll rub that out and do another one. So we're going to do 3 times 7 and 5 twelfths. So we'll do our whole numbers, our integers first. So 3 times 7 is 21. Then we're going to do our fraction. So 3 times 5, I'm going to do it underneath this time. So 3 times 5 is 15, and we keep that over 12. Now 15 over 12, we can see we've got at least one whole 12 in there, but we haven't got any more than that. So we've got one whole plus 13, 14, 15, 3 twelfths left over. Now, before we add our fraction part to our whole number, this part can be simplified. So we have one whole. Both of these numbers are divisible by 3. This is where knowing our times tables really helps us. So as we're now starting to simplify more, we put things in its simplest form. We say, okay, so both of these numbers can be divided by 3. So we divide the top by 3, we get 1. We divide the bottom by 3, we get 4. So 15 over 12 is the same as 1 1/4. Then we need to put those parts together. So we have our 21, our whole, plus our 1 whole and 1/4. So all together we have 22 and 1/4. Now all of that is in stages. There's nothing more difficult than what you've been doing. It is actually just as simple, but all you've got to do is remember your steps. Do your whole numbers, then do your fraction, make sure you convert it to a mixed number, and then make it as simple as you can. If this is the part you're struggling with, we can talk more about that, but getting to here is really important. So I'll do one more. Don't forget, you can pause or re-watch these videos at any time. They don't go anywhere. So they're all there to be re-watched if you're ever not sure on a question. So last one. 6 times 2 and 3/7. So we're going to start in the same way. 6 times 2 is 12. Then we're going to do our fraction. So we're going to do this part next. So 6 times 3 equals 18 over 7. Now that is an improper fraction. The top is bigger. So how many 7s do we have in 18? So we have 7, 14. So we have 2 wholes in that 18. Plus we have our 15, 16, 17, 18. We have our 4 7ths left over. Now 7 is a prime number, so we know that that cannot be simplified. Don't forget, a prime number is only divisible by 1 and itself. If you have a prime number, it can't go any simpler. That is as simple as it is going to go. Then we just need to put our two parts together. So we have 12 plus 2 gives us 14 and 4 over 7. Now, I hope that's all right. I will be online, although I am taking my PPA time this morning. Miss Ballard is also online to help you. So any problems, let us know, but I know that you can do this. We are absolutely smashing fractions team, so keep it up. Bye.